Hello everyone and welcome to Blogger and Everything and welcome back to the channel. And FC Barcelona just continue to suffer from success. 5 goals scored today, no clean sheet though, 2 conceded as well. It's been a minute since that's happened, also sooner than the last time Barca conceded on more than one occasion. And well, this win was enough to take Barcelona into the top 6 of the Champions League table. Let that sink in for a moment. Dizzying heights of 6th here, now with 9 points after 3 wins from 4 matches. And, the table is starting to look a lot more like maybe what you'd have expected, except with, Sporting and Brest and Monaco still being so, so high up. Yeah. But anyway, before I go any further here, guys, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you that have subscribed. We finally hit the 9K mark just this week. In fact, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or the day before that. And really, there's nothing else that I could say except thank you all for your support. And let's go for 10K subs now. Okay, so with that out of the way, we are going to get into a match review. This isn't going to be my typical kind of match review though. Simple reason, it's pretty late where I am and I'm tired. You can probably tell from just looking at my eyes, and I need to get some rest. But just real quick, I'm going to run you through my man of the match, then maybe one or two things I didn't like about this game, and we'll look forward to what's next. So the one or two things I didn't like, to be honest, was really just one thing, and it was probably the worst. It's probably the worst that we've seen in as far as performances from a rotational player in a Barca shirt. Like, I do not remember the last time any player has been as unconvincing and just straight up worrying as Gerard Martin has been for Barcelona so far this season. We need to really dig back into the annals of time to find out when that was, but I guarantee it wasn't any time recently. And man, he's really just not looking confident enough, I think. Or let's just say he's not convincing enough. So Gerard Martin for me was my big, I would say, negative takeaway. And just, I'm thinking, let's just play Hector Fort there in future. We know he can play a left back. Just use him there. I think he'd do a lot better than what we saw from Gerard Martin. And the next thing I want to talk about, of course, looking at the man of the match, and if I'm not mistaken, UEFA gave that award to Inigo Martinez, which, kudos to him. But personally, I'm going with Jules Koundé just because I feel like getting 3 assists for a fullback is not something that happens every day, okay? That's literally Trent Alexander-Arnold territory right there, okay? It's not so many fullbacks in this day and age who can get that many assists, especially all of them coming from open play, no set pieces or anything of the like. So shout out to Jules Koundé, and I guess just him and Baude continue to troll the people who, continue to have this criticism of Barcelona's current fullback rotation not being good enough on the ball. They can't cross the ball like Jordi Alba could and all of that. And look, personally, I am fine with that. Because last season, we had a fullback who could cross the ball like Jordi Alba, and maybe even better in Joao Cancelo, and just look how terrible it was for us, especially in the Champions League when he was put under pressure. So, personally, I'm cool with Jules Koundé, I'm cool with Alejandro Baude, and like I said, Koundé definitely the man of the match. But also here, a big shout out to Hansi Flick, because, the term generational gets thrown around a lot. Like, people will say, oh, this player is generational and this and that. And really, what's the next step from generational? Because I feel like whatever that is, that's what this start to the season from Barca under Hansi Flick has been. So I don't know, historical, I guess, because literally you have to go back to the 50s for the last time that after playing, what's it been? Barcelona have scored a total of, let's do the math. 40 in La Liga, 4 against Bayern, 5 against Young Boys, another 5 against Red Star Belgrade, which that puts us at what, 14, plus the one against Monaco, 15. So 55 goals from 18 matches so far this season. Yeah, historical form indeed. This might end up, statistically in terms of goals scored, being Barcelona's strongest ever campaign, which is mind-boggling if you think about how that MSN campaign happened. And it's not touching what we're at so far. Having said that, MSN did start off pretty slow, but then ended the season off, in pretty untouchable form. So maybe let's not talk too much about MSN. But aside from that, kudos to Hansi Flick. He continues to do an awesome job. And, guys, I don't really have that much more to say. Maybe because my brain is feeling like Swiss cheese at the moment. But do let me know your thoughts. And go ahead, just throw that in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the performance from Barcelona as well. And, looking forward, Real Sociedad up next. What are your expectations in that match? But aside from that, I thank you all for tuning in. Do have a great day, and Forza Barca.